Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm the creative director for Oriana Couture. So if you're just visiting this channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you can get notified once I upload any sewing tutorial. And if you're just returning, thank you so much for always coming back to our channel. So on this video, I'm going to be doing a sleeve, a basic sleeve, but the sleeve is going to have a pleat at the edge, at the side. I actually do not know the name of this sleeve, but I kind of noticed that it was one of the sleeve that is trending. So I decided to do a video of it and share to you, my fellow subscribers. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, you grab your pattern paper. Make sure you do this on a pattern paper. Don't do this on your fabric. So because you have to fold your pattern paper into two, as I've done. So fold your pattern paper into two, and then you get your starting line. If you don't have what's it called, if you don't have the marker, just work with what is available. Is what is available to do this. So that is going to be my starting line, and so that is where we're going to be taking our sleeve length. Sometimes it's always good to have it's proper to have a starting line for any pattern drafting you are doing, so it would give you rather give you an accurate measurement. So the length of the sleeve that I'm working with is 21. So when you're making your own, just take the length of your sleeve, the desired sleeve. Remember, this is a long sleeve, it's not a short sleeve. Don't do this on a short sleeve except you just want to recreate. But for this video, we are working with long sleeve. So whatever length of long sleeve you have, just mark it down there. So for me, I'm going to be working with length, I think 20 or 21. That is what I took from there. So after that, you indicate, you just mark with the marker, what's it called? You mark it across, and then the next thing you're going to be doing, for me, this is a freehand. This is not calculation because there are basic calculation to do this. So I just went in with my um half measurement of my shoulder, which is a 7.5, and then I came down by 4 or 3.5. If you are on the medium size, please come down by 4. If you're on the smaller size, please come down by 3.5. So I think I came down by 3.5 or by 4 because I wear both small and medium size. So that's what you're going to do. And then on that part of the line, you're going to take your round arm. You take the measurement round the round the arm. You just take whatever you have. For what I have there is 8, so 8 divided by 2, I have 4. So I connected that line together. So you're going to connect the line together. If you have 5, please make sure you put 5 there and you connect the lines together. This does not include your sewing allowance. Please take note of that. This doesn't include the sewing allowance. This is just the normal measurement that you would take around your rigs. Yes, around your rigs. So make sure you take that. It shouldn't be so tight, it shouldn't be too loose. So when you're taking it, just be careful and mindful of how you're going to be placing the tape around that of your client or for yourself. So I grab my paper, scissors, and then I have to cut through. Remember, if you're very consistent with my video, you would always notice that I separate my paper scissors from my fabric scissors. This is very essential. It is important as a fashion designer. Always separate your pattern and your paper scissors from your um fabric scissors. So right now, I'm going to be showing you how to create the slit, so the pleat rather. So I'm going to go up with 6 inches. Don't go up with more than 6 inches. You go up by 6 inches, and from that point you go in by 3.5 or by 3, depends on your body measurement. So for me, I went in by 3.5. So the remaining half, I'm going to be using it to sew because the fabric I'm going to be using is going to be a stretchy fabric. So remember, you go up by 6 and you go in by 3.5 or whatever. It's the whatever you want to go in, either by 4 or by 3, whatever works for you. And then you connect this line together. So it's going to give you a triangle shape. It's going to give you a triangle shape. Please take note of that. And then you cut through. Either you cut through the lines, but just cut it out, and then you have the triangle shape. So this is the reason why I said we should make our pattern paper, fold it. It should be on fold. This is what we are trying to achieve. What we are trying to achieve here is going to be like a slash and spread method. If you do slash and spread, you will understand what I'm saying. So right now I'm going to be putting this aside, and then so this is the fabric I'm using. This fabric, I want to use a crepe and then use Ankara for the other one for the slits. So that's Ankara. I like to use Ankara because I notice it sits very well even while you're ironing. So this is just a piece of one of the crepe fabric that I have. So you're going to fold it into two. Make sure you have it on fold. Have it on fold. It should be on fold. Sorry, I needed to adjust my camera a bit. I noticed it wasn't showing very well. So make sure you have this on fold. Once you have this on fold, and then you place your pattern paper on it, ensure you look at for the fabric very well if it's well folded. If your fabric is not folded, I would also advise you make sure you have a steam iron to iron all of those parts together so it will sit well, and then use your office pin. If you know you can work with a free hand, but I couldn't do that because of my nails. It was really distracting what I was doing, so I needed to really use the pin to hold the fabric. If you know you're a beginner, you're not very strong with holding the fabric, please make sure you pin it down. You make sure you use your pin to pin it down. So and then on that part I'm going to mark half inch. So I'm going to mark 0.5 inch because that is the allowance for joining the sleeve with the pleats that we are going to be making. So make sure you add either 0.5 or 0.25. It depends on what you want. If the fabric is a very stretchy fabric, there's no need to add the 0.5 or 0.25. But for this crepe I'm working with, it's not a four-way stretchy crepe, because there are crepes that are two-way stretchy, there are some crepe that are four-way stretchy. So for this crepe that I'm working with, I'm not even very sure that it's not stretchy, it's just there. There are some fabric that are just there, it's just firm, it's not so stretchy. I really cannot tell if it's a two-way stretchy fabric or a four-way stretchy fabric. So this is another thing where you also need to understand the fabric you're working with. As a fashion designer or as a whatever you call it, always understand the fabric you're working with. So now we are going to be cutting out the pleat. So this is just a piece of Ankara. Get your fabric, your whatever you're using Ankara, but I would advise that Ankara sits better, because once you start ironing, it will just sit very well on the pleat. But this can also work when you are doing either an ashwebi or a lace. It would also work, but ensure you understand your fabric. So I'm going to fold it in that way. I just want you to see what I'm doing. I'm going to fold it in and then make sure I give it a good press. You see, this is how you're just going to be pleating. This is how you're going to be pleating. Make sure you have enough fabric. Make sure you have enough fabric, because there is actually no measurement for this, because I needed to practice this and be sure of what I'll be teaching you. There's literally no measurement. It's better you have excess of fabric so that you won't run out of fabric, because at some point I actually ran out of fabric when I was trying to practice and understand how this is done. So this is my advice to you. Make sure you have extra fabrics so you don't run out of fabric. So you just keep pleating. Make sure they are lapping each other. You keep pleating. Use your iron. If you know use your iron and also your office pin. So this is me. I'm done pleating. I needed to fast forward the video because it was really taking time. Make sure you are using your pin to hold those pleats together, because after cutting, the pleats will not be holding each other. It won't be holding, so you won't it won't be scattered. So make sure you use your office pin to do that. So I'm done doing that using the office pin. So I'm trying to ensure that it's sitting very well, and I'm also going to use my iron to press that part very well for it to sit and relax. So right now I'm going to be cutting this out with the pattern paper. I'm going to be cutting this out with the pattern paper. I'm going to place that on the fabric so you can see. Just place it on the fabric. It's more like a slash and spread method. Just place it on the fabric, and you make sure everything is really sitting well, but the pleats and all of it, make sure it's sitting well. No part is left out. So you get your scissors and then you cut through. You cut carefully. You cut through and ensure that you have your pins holding those pleated areas. Ensure you have your pins holding those pleated areas. You can see that I'm trying to hold those pleats with the pin. I'm trying to hold it with the pin, and then I've gone ahead to pick the plain fabric. Apologies, my video is just kind of misbehaving. Sorry about that. So please kindly bear with me. So this is how it's good. You're gonna sew it around. So I'm done sewing. So this is how it looks. You're gonna trim out the excesses. You're going to trim out the what's it called, just take out all the pins first off. Take out all the pins, and then you trim out those parts that are not needed and necessarily not needed. So at the edge of the sleeve, the pleated areas, you can either hem it or you overlock it. So whatever works for you, just do that. Make sure you take out all your pins. No pins should be left, so you can see I'm trying to show you, either you overlock it or you just hem it at the down. So this is the end of this sleeve, and tell me what you think on the comment section. So if you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit up the notification bell so you can get notified once I upload any sewing tutorial. So this is the back. On that edge, please notch so that once you iron it will slip. Please notch once you iron it will slip. So that'll be all from my end. Thank you so much. Please kindly share this video to everyone, your soulmates. Don't do life alone, and always subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I really appreciate. See you on my other video. Bye.